What's up, everybody? This is Mav Bites. I'm your host, Oscar Vasquez. We're here today. Super excited to be here with Andrea Martinez. She is a local for Pearsall, and she's been doing business here for a very long time. We're going to learn more about her and what she has to offer here. So, Andy, super cool place that you have here, and I'm super excited to be here with you. When we started Mav Bites, you were one of the first ones we thought of. And we've been wanting to have this episode with you since then. So thank you so much for the opportunity to come here and record in your studio, which is really cool. Such a modern and cool vibe that we have going on. So let's start off by tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Andrea Andy Martinez?
Now I'm speechless. A little bit of everything. I don't know how to explain who I am. I grew up here in Pearsall. I grew up with music, singing, dancing. I don't know how to explain who I am. I try to be the nicest person I can and set a good example. Very family oriented.
Tell us how Studio A was created.
I was thinking about it the other day, actually. And in school, and I did very well in school, but I don't know where the idea ever came that I was going to be a hairstylist. Maybe the chopped Barbies I had. I don't know animals. But I want to set an example, I guess, and I want to run a place that feeds and feels like myself. So, which I don't know who that is, but it's
slowly figuring
done well
it
so
out.
far. Yeah, I'm still figuring it out.
Cool. So what is it like having your own business here in your own hometown?
It's amazing. It's amazing because I have so much support. And in a small town, I know that's hard to find. But just being able to give back, seeing the people I've grown up with. Now I'm feeling old because I see their kids. And it's home. It's just home.
And how long has it been like that you've been working?
I got my cosmetology license in 2008, graduated high school 2006. And I've jumped around a few times, but had my own salon for a little while there, and then reopened here in 2018. Once we got this building. I mean, that was the kick.
So y'all moved in and you started making it your own place.
Yes, because it was downtown location, an old building with history. I used to dance ballet here with Delia Light, and I had to get it.
Cool. What have been some of the challenges?
Challenges would be, honestly, I haven't really hit a challenge.
No?
Mm-mm.
No trouble along the way, obstacles?
No, I mean, I would love to do a lot more, but got to save up.
Yeah. So money, finances.
Money, besides everybody else's trouble.
Yeah.
I've had great support. I have great help, family help, lots of friends, lots of clients. I'm very blessed with that. And I just haven't really hit a bad obstacle.
It definitely feels like since I've known you and your work, it just feels like you're always going higher and higher, doing more and building and doing.
Because I'm never satisfied. I'm never done. Because there's always more. Like I will always be the student. Mm-hmm. And I think that's how you grow. Mm-hmm. There's always more to learn. Everything's always changing.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I think that's a good way to look at things, to always be learning and never think that you know everything or that you're done.
And stay
or
humble.
Whatever. Yeah, and stay humble. Yeah, that's a good point. So what has been some of your proudest moments running your studio?
Just to see it growing. We have 5 stylists now. We have Roy just finished barber school, so we'll have an in-house barber. And I just see a lot of growth. The best thing for me is not necessarily something that I'm proud of as far as the shop or myself. It's to see the people leave here happy. and the vibe, like that you said that y'all can see this place is that as a great place, a great vibe, and people leave here happy, and see them come back. That's what makes it for me.
Yeah, and that's what's it's hard to find. I mean, I get my hair cut here. My wife comes to get her hair done here, and we always leave happy, and it's personalized experience. We know you.
Especially if I'm chatty that day.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
I keep you forever.
It's hard to find somewhere where you're gonna go and feel welcome. And that adds a lot to the experience of cutting your hair. I don't enjoy getting my hair cut, but if it's a nice conversation that I'm having with someone, then that's cool.
At a hair show, they said they called us hairists.
Hairists.
Yeah, because as soon as somebody sits in our chair, it's like they start venting.
They start venting.
And it's like therapy, but obviously we're not certified to give any real advice back.
Yeah.
But just to let somebody vent,
let it out,
and to leave feeling good at the end of it, I think I guess that's where that comes from.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the things I think that's just a good rule of thumb. The people skills are invaluable, and people should really invest time into being able to communicate with people.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. You could be cashier at HEB. You could be doing hair salon. I know with tech support, we deal with teachers and students and parents and a lot of community members that are upset sometimes. We got to deal with that.
Yeah, because they always look for you when something goes wrong.
Yes. Yes. And then hair people, I mean, you come and you want to get a haircut and you want to look good, and also you want to be treated well. So
yeah, it's exactly right.
Yeah. So what about just the vibe that you have going on here? What inspires the aesthetic of your studio?
I did a lot. My dad was a truck driver, so I did a lot of traveling growing up, and we still try to do it now as a family. So the vibe, like somebody was asking me the other day, what's the theme in here? I don't really have a theme. Just kind of goes off of the mood. But I just try to keep it super positive and a little bit of everything. And you travel places, you see other people, you see the way other businesses and places are ran, how they greet you. And I just want to bring that back because, every town has its own vibe. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where maybe it's a little different here, is that I'm very big on just keeping it positive, fresh, always changing, always growing. Modern, but very homey at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I guess just that, a little bit of that.
And I think that's why we were excited to shoot here, to make sure that we grabbed some of the background and just be able to sit down here and talk about it.
All the stuff.
And
there's so much stuff in the closet because I changed my mind and I put things up and then I'll bring it out later.
So there's literally no other place I can think of that has a vibe like this. Not trying to throw any dirt on anybody.
No.
But there's a lot that we could learn from this business that you have going on here and the way that you've designed it. I think it's very modern, it's very inviting, especially for the younger generations. But that's not the only clientele you have. You have all kinds of people coming in.
All kinds of people coming in. And I have a lot of people that we've never even seen before or met, or people that I've never even worked on before coming in just, to see the girls. So it's just we're bringing from around the area, which is what I hoped.
Mm-hmm. So not just Pearsall people.
Not just Pearsall. Yeah.
You think it's people from other towns coming down. I think last time you mentioned Cotulla.
We have Cotulla. We have Dilley. I have some from San Antonio that come. We have some that travel from different areas. We have a lot of people that will actually stop by here because it's en route to, I guess, where they're working. Mm-hmm. And which is puzzling to me because I'm not on the actual main street. I'm kind of right behind it. Mm-hmm. And then it's kind of connected to everything else. Yeah. So to find it is pretty neat that they did. Mm-hmm. Either they asked around or they drive through here a lot and see a lot of cars. Mm-hmm. I'm not too sure, but I try to keep up with the Google. Yeah. Just whatever I can.
Yeah. And I think it's necessary nowadays. All that kind of stuff. Being able to leave a digital footprint for your business is crucial, and I think that's another aspect of your side of doing business that I think is awesome because you're pretty big on posting on Instagram.
I'm learning.
You're learning.
That's all I have. I'm not good at the tech stuff. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm just trying. I try my best, and I'm really not that long ago, I had my little cousins from Dallas here, and I was just amazed. They are on another level of
the younger generation.
And then they're talking to you, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, somebody posted, and they're just doing something. And they come back to me, and I'm like, can y'all just teach me a little bit of what y'all are doing so I can keep up? Yeah. It's crazy.
So what are some of the services being offered here at Studio A?
Mainly all things hair.
Okay.
For the space that we have, and being it's an old building, from, with regulation and code and stuff like that, it's easier if we just kind of stick with hair. We do waxing. I have some of the girls do, Sally does lash lifts. Mandy's learning on her lash extensions, does really good makeup as well. And then Cecilia and Christina also, we all do waxing. But hair color, hair cutting, just really open to about anything hair related. And then of course, Mandy has makeup.
Okay, cool. And you've had, it hasn't always been that many people that you've...
No, this year.
Right?
This year, well, with COVID, we all kind of had to wait on different stuff. But my last 2 girls joined us in January.
Okay.
So this year started off with a group of 5.
Wow.
And then 6 when Roy gets here.
Wow, that's awesome. The growth,
Yeah.
And in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, we shut down. We had to be shut down for, I think it was a month or 2. But right after that, everybody was waiting. So we have not really had too much of a hard fall. And we just try to keep things safe.
That's good. That's one of my favorite things to hear at this point in time is even through a pandemic, there's been a lot of people thriving and getting through and making it work, and it just shows that it is possible. You play it safe, you do what you have to do to get it done safely, but it is possible to run a business and get through it.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of clients tell me that they appreciate seeing the way we're cleaning and things like that they feel safe. So it made a difference.
Yeah.
Which we always kind of had to anyways. In the salon, you have to sanitize, you have to, take all those precautions, but now it's just a little bit more.
Yeah. So how do you normally handle clientele and people coming in? How do they book appointments with you?
We all run our own schedules.
Okay.
So the actual salon hours, we just kind of estimated at about Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 6. But in reality, sometimes the girls are here on Sundays, sometimes here on Mondays, sometimes we're here till 10 o'clock at night, sometimes we're here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody runs their own schedule. So we do have a main landline. So if anybody's here, we'll answer. But the easiest way is either through texting any of the girls or DMs on Instagram. Everybody has their own Instagram handle, right? That's what you call it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I just know that probably a text is the fastest way.
Okay. So they definitely, they build up a following, you contact them, and they work around the client's schedule to be here. To be available.
And if somebody calls and they don't really care who they go to, they just want to come to somebody here, it'll be whoever's available, whoever's here. If not, we just jot a name down, name and number, and we try to get one of us to call them back.
Okay.
So we try to help each other out that
and
way.
Walk-ins are
always welcome.
Okay.
Always welcome, but that doesn't mean they can always get in.
Yeah.
That bothers me. I just wish I was faster. I'm so slow. But we do, if a walk-in comes in, sometimes it's like perfect timing and we can just get them in right then and there. I always tell everybody to just try anyways. That is the biggest advice I can give. Keep bugging, keep trying, because we do get cancellations or no-shows or last-minute things that change, and somebody's going to get lucky to get in. But we do all get busy and book pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your long-term vision for Studio A?
Long-term would be to keep remodeling different things.
adding to changing it up.
Changing things up.
That's
all the
always
time.
fun, doing furniture shopping is fun, and rearranging, and it makes it look new all the time.
Yeah, I don't ever stop. My dad told me the minute he painted the walls, he's like, how long is this color gonna last? But no, the growth would be, I got a full house here, and then with Roy coming in, we're really gonna, have it made. The growth would be just, I don't know, having more people. In reality, what I want is I'm always thinking about everybody else. I want the girls to be booked for months in advance. That would be well, and Roy when he gets here, but that would be
Roy would be your one barber.
He would be my one barber.
Yeah.
That would be my satisfaction, is to see them busy every day
and have a schedule.
All day and have that steady schedule, steady clientele. With the new businesses and buildings around us happening, if it was, as far as the salon itself goes, the growth, I'm trying to get the whole boutique thing going. If I can get that down, that's just fun shopping. I love putting things in carts and buying them at some point, even though it's not for me. But the backyard would be, my dad's been working on it. Roy's been working on it. I want to have a nice seating area, shaded area. Try to get like an Austin vibe where, or even downtown San Antonio where people can go and sit outside. I know it's hot, but where they can sit outside and actually just enjoy hanging out. I have some big gates right now that I'd like to just have open where hopefully we have little shops at some point. If it's ice cream shops, if it's coffee shops, there's some few more boutiques that have come up, but if they want to come and sit and just relax a while. We have a restaurant next door. If they want to get their food and come eat over here, that's totally fine. But I'd like to have that kind of vibe. If I could have a food truck that could like make their home in the back and be just cool. Be there, like, use my backyard basically. I just like that vibe.
Yeah, that's cool.
Get people used to actually walking around in our downtown because we drive to go around the corner.
Yeah.
So more, I don't know what you would call it, but more friendly to the walking.
Yeah.
Is what I think would be cool. Which is, I know it's not necessarily for me. I'm still thinking of like the area. But
yeah.
That's the growth I would see.
That would be definitely inviting people to do more walking would be cool. And that's where I get excited when the city does things where they're fixing up the sidewalks. And,
yes.
And I personally think it'd be cool to have a bike lane. I don't know who rides bikes around here, but that'd be cool.
I wish I could. I want a bike again. Yes.
Yes, that'd be cool. We don't have that anywhere here, so that'd be cool. And then you mentioned two things that I want to bring up right now.
Yes.
You said you've mentioned your dad several times working on it. So everything we see here has just been done with like you and your family, and like y'all have been doing it hands on.
I have a dad that's jack of all trades.
There you go. Okay.
Literally.
That's cool.
I am just lucky to have him. My mom, she's always there to give me the ideas. She's got really good ideas. Roy's he'll do the physical work. Whatever my dad come up with, my dad does the math, that's what he says, and he does the labor, together. But mainly, besides me, he'll get help from different people if he doesn't have time. But yeah, it's all been basically in-house done. Cool.
And then you've recently added a boutique.
Yes.
How's that?
It just kind of came quick. It had to come very quick. It's like I said,
it's in the works.
It's in the works. I love shopping. It's not something that I have to depend on. So just to offer people more while they're waiting, more to see, more to look at. Try to find stuff that they can't find around anywhere else. Not everybody can drive to these places. Well, I mean, there's online, but I don't know. People seem to really enjoy it, and so I'm trying to get used to that and learn the ropes on that.
Cool. Yeah. And then there's a piece to this building that we're not in, Studio B.
Upstairs.
And what is that?
Studio B is my sister's, and it's a dance studio. She has her associates in dance and did it professionally as well, at stadiums for different football leagues, things like that. And so now she is offering Zumba as a steady thing, but she also does like her choreography dances on Tuesdays. And it's just, we can hear when she's up there, but we don't mind. We just crank up our radio louder and we can hear everybody up there pounding on the floors. But she's got her website. Everybody books there. That has been a big plus that she has that available for people to decide their own schedules and their own, how many times they want to come. They're in full control of it. And just, she's doing really well. It's a lot of fun. I haven't gone in a while because I want someone else to be able to go. I don't want to take their spot. But when there's room, I do show up, and I'm her sister. I just don't give her a choice. I just go. But Or I go peek and she has a little window, like you could peek. But that's a lot of fun. That's amazing. And having a sister that can help, with part of this building, it just worked out perfectly for us.
Because y'all own this building. That's cool.
So it's awesome.
That's cool. Well, hopefully we can get Bella, Studio B, on the show.
Yes.
So
she'll do it.
More on that later.
Just don't ask her. Just tell her she has to do it on this day and this time.
Okay.
And I'll make sure she's dressed pretty.
So I guess, do you have any other projects? We've mentioned the boutique. We mentioned that you have an up and coming barber.
Did I slurp? Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
These mics picked it up.
You have a barber, up and coming barber.
That's probably the newest thing.
I'm excited for that. I'll be here. Okay?
Thank you.
So put me on the list for that.
I told him, and he's going to try to do it. He wants to do it more of a walk-in base. I told him, don't worry about appointments because it can get overwhelming. I said, but just, he wants to keep it. He wants to try to reach all of the hardworking men, and it doesn't, women that need, a fade or those type of cuts, or need a barber service, basically. He wants to be able to be reachable to them at their convenience. So after work, after, school, for the kids that are, have games coming up where they can all get cuts, their fresh cuts right before the games. Just have somewhere that's available to them. And because they want to come here. We do get a lot of men walk-ins. We do get a lot of men clients and that want, a bar, or just that need barber services. So that's going to be really cool having him here. That
is just someone just dedicated for guy cuts. Yeah. I'm excited for that because I have gotten my hair cut here. I've gotten lucky whenever, maybe it slows down or you squeeze me in or something.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to have someone that's just dedicated to guy cuts.
Yeah.
So I'll be here in the evenings or weekends or whatever. So.
Cool.
What is something you would say to someone in town who wants to start a business? What kind of advice do you have for them?
Not to give up. But I know that's everybody's advice. But in reality, not to give up. I write everything down. Like which they're all lost, and I have tons of different kinds of books and spirals and notes jotted, and on my phone. But write down every idea when you have it, and just reach for it. Do it, but start small. I started here by myself, and then Christina joined me. So it's not bad to start small, and to stay humble, because in the end, it's your personality that's going to draw people to you. So you have to. You can't be choosy. You can't be ugly. You have to give a good vibe, because that's what makes people come. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a restaurant. It could be, a store. It could be just anywhere you go, you always draw towards the people that are good to you or smile at you, even at that.
Yeah.
So that would be my advice, is just to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And if you need help, don't be afraid to ask around, hey, this is my idea. Where can I find help? That's
that customer support.
Yeah.
That's just all it is. I see it in certain places, and it makes me want to come back. If I get greeted right at McDonald's, or if I get greeted right at H-E-B, or here, like I've said, I like coming here because I get treated right, So,
thank you.
So it's really important. And I hope that message reaches other people from the town that are curious or want to try, because whatever it is that they try, you're going to have to deal with people, So that's an important piece.
And like I said, not to be afraid to ask for help.
Customer service. So, with all that said, in closing, what would you like to say to the community of Pearsall?
That I am proud. I'm proud of this town. I'm proud to be here still. Because I love to travel. I love to go places, but I like to come home. And I can go pretend I'm a city girl for like a week, but but I'm not. I want the small roads, small town roads, the dirt roads, I like, more potholes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just, I like a small town vibe. Everybody. My kids, like, it doesn't matter where they are. I know that I can find out what they're up to, you know, or make sure they're okay. You can contact somebody that knows somebody where they're at. And just to try to, you know, a lot of us, you're here, and I want the younger generation to know that it's okay to stay here, to grow, to go, you know, explore life or adventure, but that if you want to stay here and make a difference, it's okay. That's what we need.
Yeah.
And I've learned that, and I've never let that go. So I have all my family support. I have tons, you know, all my friends. Yeah, I don't get to talk to them as much anymore, but they're there if I need to. And they know I'm here. We just all have our own little lives going on. But I love that I can stay here and give back, make people happy. That's probably why I love what I do. I like to make people happy, leave happy. And that's, I mean, more we need in this town. We need more of the younger generation giving more support and actually taking roles, taking things on, not being afraid to, because it is us that's going to be here later. And just to not be afraid of growth, to change, you know. And like I said, it's simple as a smile. Just smile at people and it changes the whole vibe. It changes everything.
Yeah.
So that would be my message. Was that what you asked?
Yeah.
I went off to something else.
No, that was good. That was all good. That was good stuff. And I completely agree with it. I mean, I think everyone focuses on wanting to be better and grow, but what good is it to grow when it's just by yourself? You know, I think it means a lot more when you grow together, when you have something to offer to a community and the community advances because of that. That's growth together. It's a team buildup, you know? Yes. And I think you've definitely embodied that with your business and the vibe you give, your personality. I think it shows. And I think most of your customers can say the same.
I get told that a lot.
Yeah.
I get told that a lot and I don't see it. I don't, you know, I am very shy. But like I said, I've had a lot of coffee that day. I'm very chatty, and I'm drinking coffee. But I hear that a lot, that they like the vibe. They like the atmosphere. They like the feeling. And it's not something that I'm trying to do or that I'm forcing myself to do. It's just natural.
Yeah.
So the fact that that's shown, you know, that you can sit here and tell me that then I am succeeding in in everything. I don't have to grow anymore. I don't have to change anything else anymore. That's all I can ask for, is that people are happy and leaving happy. That makes me happy. It's simple. To me, it's simple.
Yeah. That's it. That's it right there.
There's something floating.
Talk to. So that's pretty much it. Make people happy and treat people right.
I'm on the golden rule, right? that's the golden rule.
Yeah. Treat others
as you want to be treated.
Yeah. Yeah. So
how simple is that?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So this has been another episode of Mav Bites, and thank you so much for having us. This has been a pleasure. Yes, no problem. We will be back hopefully with Studio B. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I should make her dance.
Maybe, we'll see. Like, subscribe. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify right now. You can listen to this as a podcast or you can watch it as a video. So we'll be doing more of this. More episodes are coming.
I'm going to hate my voice.
More episodes are coming. No, it's good.
Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you guys.